Hey, what's up guys and gals? It's me, your old buddy Mr. Moose, back with another edition of American Truck Simulator. And today we are back in the old Peterbilt 389 on my main account. We are headed over to the FedEx here in Kingsman, Arizona, to pick up a load to take down to Tucson. Not a long run, but it's one I wanted to do today and just kind of talk to you guys about what's been going on, bring you up to speed on what's happening with the channel and where I've been for a little bit of time, because as most of you know, it's been a little bit since I last did a recording, as well as it was about a week and a half in between live streams. So I just want to bring everybody up to date on what's going on, let you know I'm not dead or anything else like that. But yeah, we're headed over to Phoenix Freight. Did I say Tucson? We're headed to Phoenix Freight as we're headed. I saw this load and I wanted to take it because I haven't been over to the airport with a load probably since the DLC dropped, and I kind of missed that. I enjoyed that run, so that's what we're gonna do today, and have a little bit of fun, and we'll talk about what's going on in that run. So first things first, I had to redo my truck in order to fix my frame rate issue, and I don't know if it was necessarily the truck as much as just a combination of things, yeah, this is one of those where I just got to get dead underneath the kingpin and float on it. There it is. And it's funny, this truck works fantastic with that gooseneck trailer that is in the Jazzy Cats pack, but other trailers, you got to get right underneath that kingpin to get it to float in, but still it is working. Now, one of the issues I did have with this truck, and I'll go ahead and tell you guys this in my last video, where I talked about this truck and everything that went on with the Steam Workshop with it. I talked about the ability to get it off of the SCS forums, and if you wanted to get it and not have to rely on the Steam Workshop. The one thing I did not realize was the version that was on the SCS forums. That particular version apparently doesn't have the script for the advanced coupling on the fifth wheel. So if you get it and you try to use the advanced coupling, it just doesn't work. I beat my head against the wall for a while on that, trying to figure out why I wasn't getting hooked up on a lot of trailers, and then Cowboy pointed out to me that he didn't think the script was on the one off of the forums, that it was on the one on the Steam Workshop. So back to the one in the Steam Workshop I went, but what I've done this time is taken the one from the Steam Workshop and converted it over to a freestanding mod, just simply by going into my Steam Workshop folder, finding the particular truck that was in question, and finding where it was listed in there, and then taking the contents of that, making a SCS file for it and putting it in my mods folder, so I have a freestanding version of it. I did have a little trouble with that, with getting the Jake brake to work, but it turns out I don't know, I named the file with some underscores and a few other things like that, and I think that was messing with it, because I went and changed the name of the file to match. Cowboy had given me a copy of his, and I went and copied it and matched the name of my file exactly to his file, because I was trying to figure out why it wouldn't work. And when I named it exactly the same as his and put it in my mods folder, it worked just absolutely fine. So I think it was just a naming issue, that maybe the file wasn't being able to find the sound for the Jake brake. So I don't know. I changed out motors, I changed all kinds of stuff trying to figure it out. In the end, I just renamed the SCS file Peterbilt 389, and it worked just fine. So Who knows? Sometimes some of that stuff is that finicky. That truck just vanished. Odd. So anyways, I had to do that, take care of that. So if any of you guys are using the 389 off of the SCS forums and it's not connecting on the fifth wheel for you, I do believe that's an issue with it. That it's just not, there's no script there for it. Let's go ahead and get in the right lane. I love this building here. Have y'all noticed the airplane sticking out of the rear end of it? Or the tail section of the airplane sticking out of the wall? Oh, that turn signal gets old after a while, doesn't it? So anyways, I got that fixed. I've also seemed to have gotten the frame rate issue fixed for the most part that I was having in the last video as well. Remember, I dropped way down even into the teens on the frame rate. And I don't really know what caused it. I went through and purged all my mods and reloaded all my mods one at a time to see if I could figure out which one was dropping the frame rate. And it just maybe seems like it has resolved itself. We will see. It could have also just been this truck. I mean, going to a different version of the truck and maybe having some leftover parts of the previous truck in there. But yeah, I sold off the Peterbilt, completely got rid of it, and I actually redid the truck. I'm using the C15 engine in here instead of the 3406, and only for the sheerly for the simple reason of I had the 3406 in here and didn't have a jake brake sound, so I went to the C15 to see if the jake brake was on it, and it wasn't. So I worked on that file for a little bit and then never have changed it back. So that's the only reason I got the. But that's the only real difference in the truck now is the fact that I changed out that engine. And the truck in the last video, you'll notice it had the wood grain dash. It didn't have the two-tone interior in it, and that was because that wasn't available on that particular truck, but it is available on the one from the Steam Workshop. So I'm back to the way it was previous, before the whole taking the truck off the Steam Workshop debacle. Anyway, so what's been going on with Moosey? Why hasn't Moosey been putting videos out? All that good stuff. Basically, it just comes down to a whole list of things that have been going on. I wasn't feeling good, so I, took a day to rest and relax. Well, then a family member of mine wasn't feeling good. Their kids came over here to stay for a little bit, and with that became a just loud, crazy house, madhouse here, with the dogs barking at the kids all the time, and the kids screaming, and it just wasn't a conducive environment for me to do videos. So I couldn't get anything recorded, so I just basically sat around and did some video and played some games, and spent some time hanging out with the guys, playing some different games, which we got back into playing World of Warships. That was pretty fun. So doing things like that. And then in the evenings, some things kept going down where I just wasn't able to live stream because, friends popping into town for their last hoorah at the beach, and they want to go out and do stuff, and so it just kind of got in the way. Life gets in the way sometimes, so that's why I haven't been around. And there's been a few other things I won't get into, but just because of those things, I haven't been able to live stream or record. But hopefully all that's calmed down and I can get back on schedule and get some videos out for you guys and have a little bit of fun, right? That's the name of the game. And I do miss doing it because I enjoy recording the videos as well as reading the comments on them, and it's always nice when you read somebody says, well, you know, that really helped me out a lot, thanks for the video. That makes it all worth it, you know. But I like hanging out with you guys in the live streams. Have totally missed that. So we'll get back into it. We've actually done a couple of live streams this week. We did multiplayer on Farm Sim, and I'll get that archive up today. And then last night we did multiplayer in ATS. Yes, I did say multiplayer ATS. We ventured back onto the multiplayer server last night. It wasn't too terribly bad. We had one issue where you know, one of the dreaded pilot cars came and got in the middle of the group and threw the brakes on and caused some people to either wreck or have to woe up. And then we had one little issue with I don't think it was a troll, I think it was just a guy being stupid. Just pulled his truck all the way across 2 lanes of traffic. Really slow, and caused everybody to have to slam the brakes on. So, but it wasn't a wreck fest and a crash fest like before, so it wasn't too terribly bad. And I haven't completely, you know, like I said, I haven't completely given up on multiplayer. A lot of people think that I have. I haven't. I get frustrated about it and I vent, and but then at the end I end up coming back, because at the end of the day you guys enjoy it, and that's why I do the videos and stuff, is for you guys. So you guys want me to do the multiplayer, I'll do the multiplayer. And I really, the trolls are annoying. They really, it's not when they hit me that bothers me so much, it's when they hit everybody else in the group that bothers me. And I've said that before. It's when other people's games get, I guess, interrupted, or you know, when they're making their game unfun because of the things that are happening that are caused because I'm either streaming or because the group is so big that we're impeding other people in the game. That's when it bothers me, and because I want everybody to have a good time on the server, and I don't want my actions to interfere with that. So, and that's the only thing I worry about. You can hit me all day long, ain't no big deal. I'll reset to another garage and start over. And it is what it is. But I can't stand when the people in the group take damage because somebody's in the group following too close, or somebody wants to get up next to Moosey and so they can be seen in the live stream, and in order to do that they run somebody off the road. Those are the little things that annoy me. But we'll continue to do multiplayer. We may take little breaks from it. I might just do single player on some nights, multiplayer on other nights. But we'll keep it in there. May change over and do some Euro Truck instead of American Truck Simulator. Because in a way, I think some people are starting to get a little wore out on American Truck Simulator. And I think it's simply because there's no new content. And, you know, and there doesn't seem to be any new content coming down the pipe. I'm all for the rescale, and I said this last night in the live stream. I applaud them again for rescaling the game. But in the back of their mind, they should be thinking, what can we do to appease people while we rescale this? Maybe we, you know, the heavy haul package that was put out for ETS. Why that hasn't been put into this game, I still don't know. Where are more trucks? I noticed the natives are getting restless when you read on the forums. People are really starting to complain about where are the other truck lines? Is it just going to be 2 truck lines? And where's the Peterbilt 389? And you know, why aren't we seeing more trucks in the game? People are really starting to get anxious about that. If they don't do something, they're going to lose people's interest. But again, I think they're trying to please 2 crowds, and they're not able to do it. And they're going to have to refigure some things out, because you know, it's the whole steering wheel thing that they did this past week, where they announced the adjustable steering. Really, that's not really going to enhance my game that much. That really means nothing to me that you're putting an adjustable steering wheel into the game. Not in ATS. Now that might mean something to the ETS community, but it doesn't mean anything to the ATS community who is desiring content. And that's, you know, I feel like they're struggling with how to make sure that they continue to provide things for ETS at the same time as providing something for the ATS community. And trinkets aren't the answer for the ATS community. Trinkets might work for the ETS community, but the ATS community needs some substance, because they have so little to go with right now. There's a lot of people that they don't play ETS. They only play ATS. They had no desire to play ETS. And SCS has definitely got to keep that in mind. And to me, something like that heavy haul pack, again, would go a long way if they said, hey, you know what? It's going to be a while before we have any more trucks. It's going to be a while before we have any new content. The rescale we're working on. So in the meantime, here's a gift from us. We got this heavy haul pack that we released for ETS. We've changed the license plates on the trailer, updated a couple of things, and made it work in ATS. Enjoy it. It's our little gift to you. Or hey, here's the cabin accessory pack, so you guys can enjoy a little bobbin head dog on your dashboard. You know. You got to give them something. Otherwise, I think it's going to get old real quick. I've been getting really sloppy on my gear shifting and stuff. I think it's because I haven't played enough. I need to get back in the swing of things. And jumping truck to truck also messes me up, because each truck shifts a little bit different than the other one, you know. Alright, should be pretty close to the airport here. So what else has been going on? Been playing a lot of games that I hadn't played in a while. Revisiting them. As well as checking out some new stuff. To see what's available out there. And I think I'm going to go ahead, well, there's no thinking about it. I'll go ahead and tell you. I went ahead and pre-ordered No Man's Sky. A lot of you guys have been asking me about it. Was I going to play it? And I went ahead and decided to go ahead and break down. I'm going to make my own way over here into this other lane. That semi is sitting back there making room for me, so that's cool. But anyways, I broke down and went ahead and pre-ordered No Man's Sky because a lot of you guys were curious as to whether or not I was going to play it or not. I was on the fence, couldn't really decide whether I wanted to spend 60 bucks on it. But at the end of the day, one of the things I like to do is try to expose you guys to games that you may or may not know about, as well as you know, expose you to games that you may be on the fence about, as well as me, because like I said, I don't know if No Man's Sky is going to be everything that everybody makes it out to be. The graphics definitely leave a lot to be desired for me, because it's nowhere near, when you look at Star Citizen and you look at how great the graphics are on it, and you look at No Man's Sky, they're two different things. Star Citizen is almost completely realistic, whereas No Man's Sky looks more arcade-ish or more video game-ish. Thought I turned that off. So I finally found a little bit of first-person play or you know, actual gameplay footage for that game over the weekend, and watched it to get an idea of what you actually do in the game. And it's really just a sandbox survival game, but so actually getting some video, some footage to see what you were going to do in the game, I decided I would go ahead and pick it up. And so it releases next week on the 9th, and when that does happen, I will be live streaming a bit of it, as well as playing a lot of it recorded wise, just so I can share the experience with you guys. And again, for those who may be on the fence like I was, you can get an idea of what you're in for. Man, another loadout that really is a blind back. I mean, you really have to come into that one blind to make it work, especially with this truck sitting over here. Too many blind backings in this game, and I catch grief from it all the time from people. How come you did that as a blind back? You shouldn't do blind backing. We never blind back as truck drivers and blah blah blah. Too much of this game is set up that way. Too much of the game is set up to where you have to blind back. I mean, the way that ramp is, I pretty much have to back into it from the other side. Just no way around it. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. I can't see a thing of what I'm doing, except for my little mirrors here on the side, and it looks like I need to straighten up a little bit. Let me see if I pull up these mirrors, if I can see a little bit. Nope, they're not a lick of help. Alright, let's look out. Yeah, I was about to take out the FedEx truck. Good thing I looked, right? Alright, I can see it right there. See if we can get her backed into here without doing any damage to anything. think I can go ahead and start cutting it now. And right about now, I'm going to straighten her up. Which is about the right time because I was about to hit the trailer into that electric converter there. Oops. I stall this truck out way too much. I don't know why. Got this. We got this. And there we go. Brake on. Take it out of gear. Take a look at what we got outside. There we go. Oh, I need a screenshot, don't I? I need a screenshot for a thumbnail. We haven't done that yet, so let's do that real quick before we turn our load in. Let's see what we want to do here. Maybe that'll be a different look. We'll grab that. And then we will go ahead and get out of that. Turn our job in. We'll go ahead and trailer it. And we'll get paid. All right. Well, that'll about do it for this load. Appreciate you guys watching. As always, thanks for everybody's support. It means a lot to me. And again, we'll try to get back on a regular schedule. I know a lot of you guys are going back into school. That starts this week for a lot of people. Some of you guys may already be back in school. With that in mind, I'm going to really start to try to get back into doing the live streams early at 6 o'clock each night to try and go ahead and get those started. Early in the evening so that you guys can catch some of it without having to worry about getting up to go to school the next day and everything. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you. It's this is Friday, so we'll see you tonight for the live stream multiplayer something or other. If you can't catch it, I'll catch you later. Bye bye, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, I hope you consider giving it a like, maybe even sharing it with your friends. It does help me out a tremendous amount and is greatly appreciated. Also, leave some comments down below. That's really the only way I can gauge if you guys are enjoying what's being put out. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want daily notifications. I try to do a new video each and every day. Also, if you want to stay in touch with me and find out what's going on, our social links are down in the bottom left-hand corner. Twitter is where I usually announce schedule changes, live streams, and new video releases. Facebook's a great way to get in touch with me if you have any questions to ask. And of course, I am trying to get to 1,000 followers on Google+, which I know I'll probably be old and gray before that happens. But if you can jump over there and follow me, it would be super awesome. So if you like today's video, there's a whole lot more content on the channel. I hope you'll browse through it, find something to keep yourself entertained until the next video or live stream. Speaking of live streams, I try to do them nightly around 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Until the next time, thanks again for watching. See you soon.